Right, how are we all? Welcome to the second stream of the day. It was a big day today to mark on all of our calendars two streams in one day. But when we have to, we have to. You know, the match yesterday, we had the match reaction of CSKA Sofia a few hours ago. So if you missed that, make sure that as soon as this live stream ends, go over and watch the match reaction, me and Alex's match reaction. And now me and Alex are going to say our predicted starting 11 for Verona on Sunday. It is an important match. Now, I don't expect many changes from the usual lineup which starts in the Serie because it's an important match to keep on this amazing streak, to go 7 out of 7, but especially to maintain the lead in the Serie. So I wouldn't be surprised if Firmino starts all of the top players because, in fact, as you can see from my predicted 11 top right corner, I did say and I did choose many top players. In fact, it is probably the lineup which, you know, the classic lineup of Jose Mourinho. But before we get into this live stream, before we getting on to me and Alex's predicted 11 for Sunday, all you have to do if you're new here is to subscribe. Also like this video, like target. I mean, let's go for 10 likes by the time this stream becomes a video. Now, let's start with a predicted 11. My predicted 11 first, and then we'll move on to Alex. Now, Rui Patricio in goal. I don't need to explain this. Rui Patricio has been the guy which, in the last match in the Serie against Sassuolo, in the last match against Salernitana, he saved us. You know, if it wasn't for Rui Patricio, Roma would have lost many matches. Now, I think this is something us Roma fans are underestimating. The important role of Rui Patricio. He is such an important player. He is the player which saved us many times. So that is my explanation. Rui Patricio is starting. And moving on to the four defenders, I think Karsdorp will start again because he hasn't been great lately. I mean, by not great, I mean he hasn't had many defensive, many good defensive actions. And I tend to see Karsdorp sprint way less than what he used to do with Fonseca. Now, let me know in the comments, in the live chat, if you were following Fonseca, if you noticed this as well. I seem to notice Karsdorp less present in the attacking section, but it can be a bonus because it means that he's thinking about the defensive section more than the attacking section. And to be fair, he should. So I put Karsdorp because I think Reynolds can't start. He's not great. He has to improve. And this match is an important match to keep the streak and to keep the lead of the Serie. Now, the two centre-backs, I went with Mancini, his confidence. He's the vice-captain of this club. So Mancini will start, in my opinion. Mancini is one of those players which once in a while will bag a good old header, a good old bullet header from a corner kick, and we've seen it yesterday. It wasn't a header, but it was coming from can't remember if it was a corner kick or a free kick, but Smalling then hit it. He hit the post and Mancini bounced it in. So once in a while Mancini will bag the goals, so that's important in case Roma can't find ways on infiltrating Verona's defense on Sunday, right? If they park the bus, and I do expect them to park the bus because I think they will park the bus, and we've seen this with many Serie A clubs. Now, they are last in the Serie, 0 points. They don't have a great attacking section, so I do expect Verona parking the bus way more than Sassuolo. So, obviously in these matches, it didn't look hard for Roma to infiltrate the opponent's defense. But there will be occasions where it will be impossible, where Verona will give us the impression that they're like parking the bus, playing with like 50 players in defense. That will be the impression, in my opinion, of this match. So a good old header can decide this match. In fact, I would place a small bet on that. So Mancini will start. And then it's a big question between Smalling and Ibanez. Who do I go with? Because obviously Smalling was back from his injury, but he's not 100% fit. He, in the post-match interview in the Europa Conference League, he did say that he is free to play on Sunday, right? He wants to play. But I don't expect him to play because I think he needs to improve. He needs to improve his fitness. And that's important because you do not want to risk Smalling. If you don't, if you force Smalling onto play when he's not fit, you could seriously risk another injury, and he's injury prone. So I'm not gonna risk Smalling. I don't think Mourinho will risk Smalling. In fact, Ibanez will play, and Mancini and Ibanez have been a great defensive duo in the start of the season. So they'll be my two centre backs, and then Vigna will start. Now, in the last live stream, I did say Calafiori to start, but if Mourinho rested Vigna in the match against CSKA Sofia, there was a reason behind that choice. So I do expect Mourinho now getting back onto his original plan and starting Vigna. However, Calafiori remains a very important player. In fact, Calafiori's potentials impressed me so much. I think Calafiori will be the guy, and I think even in a potential Europa Conference League final, he will start. He's the Europa Conference League left back. Vigna is the Serie left back, obviously without Spinazzola. So Vigna will start. He had almost a week to rest. He wasn't 100% fit, but he got that fitness back. So I think he'll play, in my opinion. And moving on to the two center defensive midfielders, I think Mourinho will get back onto the original duo. He tried with Diawara and Villar, and it was a sort of success and failure. And in fact, around the 75th minute yesterday, he did sub Cristante and Veretout in. It was interesting to see because if I were Mourinho yesterday, I would have put Darboy to give some experience and to experiment with the academy players. But he substituted both of them in yesterday, and that's, in my opinion, a clue that they'll start once again. They're the best. There's nothing we can do. Cristante and Veretout, out of all the players Roma have, are the two best defensive midfielders. So they'll start, and my attacking midfielders, I'm going with Zaniolo and Mkhitaryan back after resting against CSKA Sofia, and then Pellegrini in the middle. You just can't not start Pellegrini in such an important match. He's the spirit, he's the machine. In fact, I'm going to say it right now. Clip this, and then if I get it right, tag me on an Instagram story at lower score the Simon Show. Go follow me, by the way. Pellegrini will score against Verona as well. Clip this, and after he does, because I'm sure he will, tag me on Instagram at lower score the Simon Show. Pellegrini will score and will bag an assist on Sunday. He is such an important player. I've had a ramble about Pellegrini in my match reaction. I'm not gonna do it again. So if you wanna hear my ramble, if you wanna hear my player ratings I gave Pellegrini after yesterday's match, as soon as this live stream ends, head over to the match reaction of the Conference League of yesterday. He'll start, and then the two players which will play next to him will be the two players which bring a lot of talent to this squad. Zaniolo, who has not been great against Sassuolo. In fact, I think, obviously, coming from such a bad injury, he rested against CSKA Sofia, and now he'll be back with a bang. I think the talent Zaniolo has will be shown on Sunday. And then Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan doesn't score a goal since the match against Fiorentina. It doesn't sound like much, but for Mkhitaryan it is. In fact, I would say Mkhitaryan scoring on Sunday as well. It will either be Pellegrini or Mkhitaryan or even both. I seriously think one of them two or both can score. Mkhitaryan and Zaniolo bring that attacking contribution, right? They bring those assists, those goals, those quick passes, which Roma, that boom is how they can infiltrate Verona's defense. That is it. They will be my three attacking midfielders. Pellegrini, who's the spirit. Mkhitaryan, who's the goal galore sometimes. And Zaniolo, who's the talent. They have three perfect adjectives to describe these three players. And all they need to do right now is to impress us, surprise us, and, well, bag some goals, bag some assists. It's all on them. And then, striker, Shomurodov can play, but he played yesterday. Borja Mayoral can play. But Mourinho doesn't seem to like Borja Mayoral. In fact, if Borja Mayoral doesn't have many chances this year, I would seriously consider selling him in a way, because you just don't need him. If Mourinho loves playing with Abraham, Shomurodov, we really don't need Borja Mayoral. So in January, Roma can sell Borja Mayoral if he's not that important. And if Shomurodov or Abraham potentially get injured, Zaniolo could play as striker. Mancini, the Italian coach, tried that many times. Couldn't figure out if it was successful or not, but Mourinho can try that as well in some matches, especially in the Europa Conference League, to not risk much. So I think the strike will be Abraham. He scored his first goal against CSKA Sofia in front of the Olimpico, in front of Roma fans. He's got that faith. He's got that confidence Roma fans are transmitting to Abraham. He'll have another great performance on Sunday in Verona. I think many players on Sunday can actually score. Seeing the fact that yesterday so many different players and such a good variety of players scored. We had a defender scoring. We had 2 goals coming from an attacking midfielders, 1 goal coming from we had a good variety. That means that anyone can score on Sunday as well. And it will be a great match. There will be a watch along on Sunday, so set reminder on your calendars. You don't want to miss it. We have fun all together. We chat all together. We say random stuff if Roma don't play well. In general, we have fun together, so stay tuned. On Sunday, there will be live watch-along for the match against Verona. It's a very important match. Roma need the 3 points to keep this streak, to get 7 out of 7. But most important of all, it's a good chance to shine and to get first alone in let's examine some before going to Alex's predicted 11. Right, the first four positions in the Serie right now are Roma first with 9 points, Milan first, second with 9 points, and Napoli with 9 points as well. So they're all first, and then there's Inter at 7 points. Now, Inter is playing at home against Bologna, so I think they'll win that match. Lazio is playing against Cagliari at home at the Olimpico, and I think they'll win that match as well. Even though Lazio has not been great in these last few matches, the match against Galatasaray, there is no better feeling than Lazio losing 1-0. And yeah, then we've got Verona-Roma, which is a tough match. Let's not underestimate this. They are last in the Serie, but these teams always are Satan's best friends sometimes, and if their focus, if their mindset, they already sacked Di Francesco, which was their manager. They've got a new manager under the name of Tudor, which will have his first press conference tomorrow, so we'll see how he can develop AS Verona. And then Juventus are playing with Milan. Now this is such an important match for Roma, because if Milan lose against Juventus and Roma win, and Napoli, let's say they win or lose, Roma can advance onto a singular position as first. They can get first by themselves if Milan lose and Napoli lose or draw. All of this happens if Roma wins, obviously. But even if Milan wins, Juventus-Milan is a match which, as Roma fans, we want at this stage Milan to lose so that we can get first by ourselves. But if Juventus lose, it will be a great news as well. Because if Juventus lose against Milan and hypothetically Roma wins against Verona, Roma would go to 12 points and Juventus would remain at 1 point. That means that there is a distance of 11 points, and it will be very hard for Juventus to catch up. So Juventus AC Milan is a match which can go either way. And to be fair, as Roma fans, we don't mind who wins, because if Milan wins or if Juventus wins, there are good benefits which they could bring to Roma. So yeah, it's an important match. So stay tuned for the watch along. Tomorrow there will be Mourinho's press conference reaction, and yeah, leading up to Sunday's match. Right, this was my predicted 11. Rui Patricio in goal, Vigna, Ibanez, Mancini and Korsdorp in defense, Cristante and Veretout as lower midfielders, Mkhitaryan, Pellegrini and Zaniolo as upper midfielders, and Abraham up front. Let's move on to Alex's predicted 11. Let's read some comments first, shall we? I love your reaction because you are a Romanista big fan, Mr. Simon. Thank you, mate. I love these comments. Good evening, Robin Corkmax. this weekend is going to be a big match day. Let's go Roma. Yep, very important match. 3 points are key. Darius Vasile is asking in Italian what Roma got wrong in the match against CSKA Sofia. Despite the great win, I think just the defensive section, but more on the CSKA Sofia match, got a take on it. If you guys want to know anything about it, head over to my match reaction, because it's 40 minutes of just talking about that match, me and Alex examining all of that match. So if you want some news about that, head over onto the match reaction as soon as this live stream ends. So that was my predicted 11. Let's move on to Alex, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. Yeah, we're doing this back-to-back. It's going to be my predicted 11 for the football game between AS Roma and, I want to get the name right this time, Hellas Verona FC. And that's going to be on Sunday. My predicted 11, based on what I've just seen today, straightforward, simple. Rui Patricio in post. I think he's going to be a constant. We're going to see Karsdorp on the right-hand side. We're going to definitely see Mancini and Ibanez. And we're going to see Viña back. It's going to be Cristante and Vertout. Our central midfielders, and defensive midfielders. We're going to be seeing Zaniolo on the right-hand side. We're going to see Pellegrini as the number 10. And on the left-hand side, we're going to be seeing Mkhitaryan. And starting will be Tammy Abraham. It's going to be the 4-2-3-1. That is the key formation. That is the key core team. I don't think we'll be seeing any other changes. And I know for a fact Shomurodov will play in that game in the second half because he needs to score. He's doing well, and we could see the frustration in the CSKA Sofia game. He was really frustrated, and he needs to score. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, out there, it is the predicted 11. Rui Patricio in goal. The 4 defenders will be Viña from the left, Ibanez, Mancini, and Karsdorp. We're going to have central and defensive midfield of Vertout and Cristante. And the supporting attacking midfielders would be Mkhitaryan, Pellegrini, Zaniolo, and up front will be Tammy Abraham. And I know for a fact, again, we would be seeing El Shaarawy as well and Shomurodov coming in that game. And my predicted win for that game would be AS Roma 3 and Hellas Verona will be 1. 3-1. Knock on wood. It's going to be 7 out of 7. Fingers crossed, we're going to do it. Deja Roma. See you all on Sunday. Capiche?
Right, you heard it. Did me and Alex just agree on our predicted 11? I think we did. Yay, we agreed. That's great news. So we both think that the top players will start. Now, Alex was very confident for this match. He went for a 3-1 prediction. To be fair, Alex does guess them once in a while. Because if you guys were present yesterday in the watch-along, during half-time, he did say that Roma would have won 5-1. So, Alex, if you're watching this, hopefully Roma win 3-1. And hopefully you get it right as well. But the most important thing is that we agreed on our predicted 11. So, yeah, that's it. We both think this match is such an important match to keep the rhythm. And, keeping the rhythm at the start of the season is possibly the most important factor. So putting those good players out there is the best way to get the 3 points. Now, before ending the stream, let's read some comments. I agree with the starting lineup. Ibanez is the main starter along with Mancini for me. Only thing would change is I want El Shaarawy to start instead of Mickey. Yeah, mate, you're absolutely right. There couldn't be chances of seeing El Shaarawy start for Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan hasn't been that prolific in these last matches because Mkhitaryan is someone who scores and loves scoring. El Shaarawy is coming from 2 consecutive goals, and El Shaarawy is one of those players which, with the confidence, with the goals, he can grow even more. So I seriously think El Shaarawy has good chances of starting this match. However, at the same time, I can't see Mkhitaryan not starting this match. I think Mkhitaryan will just win this against El Shaarawy, but I might be wrong. So El Shaarawy is a great shout. Let's get ready for the 7 wonders, Forza Roma, the 7 wonders of the world, or the 7 Mourinho matches, 7 Mourinho victories consecutively. So yeah. Sending wishes from all the way from South Africa. You're doing great. Thanks, man. Appreciate all of these comments. Your predicted score is 2-0 to Roma. I'll take that all life long. Not conceding, scoring 2. Done. I can sign on that. And Robin Corkmax is saying it's a conspiracy. Alex is a conspiracy. You know, he always gets the predictions right. So we'll see if he guesses the 3-1. It's a good prediction, to be fair. Everyone here, I'll catch you tomorrow for my Mourinho press conference reaction for the match against AS Verona. It will be tomorrow night, so stay tuned. Be ready for that. And then on Sunday, it's the big day. It's the Verona watch-along. Thank you for all the support, like every single time. I say this a lot, but it means a lot. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you're not new, go and get your mom's phone, your dad's phone, your brother's phones. Go get your dog to subscribe, your friends, whoever. Let them subscribe to the Simon Show. Like this video, and as soon as it becomes a video, comment down below your predicted 11. We're a team, we're a family, up the TSS. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful Saturday with your families. In fact, a wonderful weekend, I should say. Good night and take care. I'll catch you soon. Simon out.